Hi, I'm Point 5, and I wanted to take a moment out to share something with you from Acts chapter 3. In the book of Acts chapter 3, it tells us that John and Peter were on a journey to a temple, and before that temple stood a gate called Beautiful. Now at this gate there was a lame man who had been paralyzed his entire life from birth. It tells us that beggar was brought there day after day to beg for money, and on this particular day his friends carried him to the gate so that he could sit there and beg for money from all the people who were attending temple that day. As John and Peter approached him, John made eye contact with him, and Peter told the lame man to look at them. Then he said the famous words, "Silver and gold I have none, but such as I have I give to thee." Now what's incredible about this moment is that the beggar was looking for money, just as he looked for money day after day after day. He was defined, the word tells us, as a beggar. This is simply what he did day in and day out. He came looking for one thing and one thing only, and that thing was money. Yet Peter saw an instrumental opportunity along with John to impact this individual's life and change him forever. The word tells us that signs, wonders, and miracles follow those that love God. So this is something that was manifested here in the word. As Peter reached out with his right hand, he grabbed the beggar, began to pull him up, and the Bible tells us that instantly his legs and his ankles, his feet were made strong. He was healed in that very moment. He was so amazed at what had taken place. He knew it had to be God, and it tells us that that this man begins to jump and shout and praise and worship God right there in the midst of the crowd. And all the people that had seen him day after day after day begging for money noticed that this individual who had always been lame was now dancing and shouting and screaming praises to the Most High God. So it caught their attention, and they came over, and Peter saw an instrumental opportunity in this. As these people were drawn by the miracle of the man who was once lame but now walked, now jumped, now danced, Peter saw it as a great opportunity to minister the gospel of Jesus Christ, and he did so right there. What I want to share with you right now is something you may have never grasped before. I remember coming across this set of scriptures not that long ago, a new revelation setting in. I received a rhema word in that moment, and I'm hoping the exact same thing happens to you right now. I want you to realize something. As I already identified, that beggar was not looking for a miracle. That beggar had no faith that God was going to heal him. That beggar did not believe under any circumstances that his life was going to change or that a miracle was even possible for him. He was there for one reason and one reason only, and that reason was money. So I want you to know this. It's not about the intentions of the individuals that you reach out to. You don't need people to receive a revelation in that moment. Those people don't need to be expecting something great to happen for God to move in their life. When you invite people to church, they don't have to come to church for the right reasons. Maybe they come because the girl that's inevitably going to sit next to them is extremely attractive. Maybe they come because they're looking for pity. Maybe they come for any number of reasons that essentially are wrong. It doesn't make a difference, because when you look in Acts chapter 3, you see evidence that even though your expectancy may not be there, even though you might not see in a million years God coming in and radically changing your life, He can still do it. He's a God that shows grace beyond grace. He shows love beyond love. And He is ready and willing to impact your life and anyone else's life at any moment in time. If only you would believe and act on faith, you could create a supernatural presence in their life that could change everything for them forever. So know this, wherever you go, whoever you encounter, it doesn't matter if that beggar on the street is looking for money, maybe he's looking for a beer, maybe he's looking for another high. But by simply ministering the gospel in faith, touching and agreeing, choosing to perform a miracle, choosing to be a witness of Christ, choosing to be a manifestation of the kingdom right here on earth, you can forever change somebody's life. This is a miracle working God that we serve, and nothing is too great for Him. So I need you to know right now that God is a miracle working God, and because you love Him, He's willing to do signs, wonders, and miracles right here in your midst, day in and day out. It's time that we become a supernatural people, and we stop looking at things in such a minute, small, and insignificant way, and we believe the God of miracles to change everything about our circumstances, even though we may not expect it. I'm telling you right now, even though that beggar didn't expect a thing, John, Peter, they expected. They knew the God that they served, and they believed enough to change this man's life forever. A miracle was done that day, and thousands were won to the Lord simply because of what they saw take place in the miracle of the lame man at the gate called Beautiful. Thank you.